The Vietnam War forced the United States military to deploy one of the largest and most diverse collections of equipment in modern warfare. Dense jungles, rivers, mountains, and guerrilla tactics demanded adaptability. American equipment shaped every battle, patrol, and operation. Infantry weapons. M16 rifle. The M16 became the standard U.S. infantry rifle. Lightweight and fast-firing, it was ideal for jungle combat, allowing soldiers to carry more ammunition and maneuver easily. M14 rifle. The M14 was used early in the war. Powerful and accurate, but heavy and difficult to control, it was gradually replaced by the lighter M16. M60 machine gun. The M60 provided heavy suppressive fire for infantry squads. Its firepower dominated firefights and was one of the most feared American weapons in Vietnam. M79 grenade launcher. Nicknamed the Thumper, the M79 fired 40mm grenades. It was used to clear bunkers, jungle cover, and enemy ambush positions. XM148/M203 grenade launcher. Mounted under rifles, these launchers allowed soldiers to fire grenades without switching weapons, improving flexibility in close combat. Shotguns, Ithaca 37, Remington 870. Shotguns were effective in jungle patrols and tunnel clearing. Their close-range firepower was deadly in ambush-heavy environments. M1911A1 pistol. The standard U.S. sidearm. Reliable and powerful, it was carried by officers, pilots, and support troops for personal defense. Explosives and mines. M26 fragmentation grenade. Early war fragmentation grenade used to clear enemy positions, bunkers, and trenches in close combat situations. M67 fragmentation grenade. Improved grenade with safer handling. Widely used throughout the war for clearing jungle cover and defensive positions. Smoke grenades. Used to mark landing zones, signal units, and conceal troop movements during assaults and evacuations. Claymore mine, M18. Directional mine used for base defense and ambushes. Extremely effective against mass infantry attacks. Anti-armor and support weapons. M72 Law rocket launcher. Lightweight disposable anti-tank weapon. Used against bunkers, vehicles, and fortified positions. M40 recoilless rifle. Provided powerful direct fire against bunkers and structures. Often mounted on vehicles. 60mm mortar. Light infantry mortar used for quick indirect fire support in jungle operations. 81mm mortar. Provided longer range fire support. Commonly used from fire bases and defensive positions. Armored vehicles. M48 Patton tank. Main U.S. tank in Vietnam. Used for base defense, urban fighting, and psychological impact rather than traditional tank battles. M113 armored personnel carrier. Highly versatile vehicle used to transport troops and provide mobile fire support in difficult terrain. Transport vehicles. M35 deuce and a half truck. Primary logistics truck. Transported troops, supplies, fuel, and ammunition across dangerous routes. Jeep M151 Mutt. Light utility vehicle used for patrols, command roles, and transport in rear and frontline areas. 5-ton trucks. Heavy-duty transport vehicles supporting large-scale logistics and base construction operations. Helicopters. UH-1 Huey. The most iconic Vietnam War vehicle. Used for troop transport, medevac, resupply, and gunship missions. AH-1 Cobra. First dedicated attack helicopter. Provided close air support with rockets and machine guns. CH-47 Chinook. Heavy lift helicopter used to transport artillery, vehicles, and large troop formations. OH-6 Loach. Light reconnaissance helicopter. Used for scouting enemy positions at low altitude. Fixed-wing aircraft. F-4 Phantom II. Primary fighter bomber. Conducted air superiority and ground attack missions. A-1 Skyraider. Slow but heavily armed aircraft used for close air support and rescue missions. B-52 Stratofortress. Strategic bomber used for massive bombing campaigns against enemy positions. C-130 Hercules. Transport aircraft moving troops, supplies, and equipment across Southeast Asia. Naval and riverine equipment. Patrol boat river, PBR. Fast river patrol boats used to control waterways and interdict enemy movement. River assault craft. Transported troops and provided fire support in riverine combat zones. Aircraft carriers. Launched continuous air operations from offshore positions throughout the war. Communication equipment. PRC-25 radio. Portable radio allowing infantry units to communicate and call for support. PRC-77 radio. Improved radio with better reliability and range. Field telephones. Used in bases and fire support positions for secure communication. Protective gear and personal equipment. Steel helmet, M1. Standard helmet providing basic protection against shrapnel. Flak vest. Offered limited protection against fragments, not bullets. Jungle fatigues. Lightweight uniforms designed for heat and humidity. Combat boots. Specially designed boots for wet jungle environments. Engineering and support equipment. Bulldozers. Used to clear jungle, build bases, and create defensive positions. Construction cranes. Built airfields, bridges, and infrastructure in remote areas. Mine detectors. Used to locate enemy mines and booby traps. Medical equipment. Field first aid kits. Carried by soldiers and medics for emergency treatment. Medevac helicopters. Evacuated wounded soldiers rapidly, saving thousands of lives. Field hospitals. Provided advanced surgical care near combat zones, specialized equipment. Night vision devices. Early night fighting technology used for surveillance. Defoliant spray equipment. Used to remove jungle cover along supply routes. Sensor systems. Detected enemy movement along trails and borders. The Vietnam War saw the United States deploy an enormous range of military equipment. Subscribe to channel to see more interesting videos.